the obvious count is going to be when I go here, I start to get to my arm crush, right? Now, if I'm a bit sloppy here and that iron starts to rip out, yeah, exactly, right? Now, the fundamental thing to consider first, at least from a defensive point of view, right, is whenever I'm making this element of rotation into Aaron's shoulder here, so I'm generating rotation that way. So even if I like a lift up, it's less likely, in my opinion, that he's going to be considerate of just kind of like trying to pull his arm out linearly. If he tries to pull it out linearly, that's when I can like easily smash on an arm, all right? So in order for Aaron to escape, he's got to articulate a turn, yeah? If I'm in here, drops his elbow, so thumb goes to sky, he rotates out, or the opposite, which is less likely in my opinion, is he over-rotates and I can go like Kimura and stuff. So the stuff we're going to work tonight, right, is when he goes thumb upwards like this, right? And that might happen if I've got here, at this moment in time, my pinch is not particularly effective, right? So until I've got down to like this position where I'm controlling his wrist, right, with my head, as I'm going in here, he can start to see I can go to thumb and I'm instantly losing that, right? Now, rather than just letting him rip that all the way out and I'm into just a standard butterfly guard then, right? As I'm doing that, I'm then gonna look for a parry, okay? Now, dependent, it's your last or my last? Should we stop the class just so I can ring the missus back, yeah? Right. So as I'm in this position and I rotate, right, I can either parry with this arm inwards or I can start to trap with this arm, right? And that gives me different options. Now, the first thing I want you to worry about, I don't really care on which arm yet, but as he starts to rotate out, is that I'm just gonna go down and then I can start to go underneath like this and get a lift, okay? So you see, I'm pinning his arm against my body. What I ultimately want is this arm pinned into this position here, all right? So it could be there, it could be there. I don't really care, but all I want is going here, he starts to pull and I go down, and I can start to pin and get a lift. Make sense? So the objective of this first drill is guy on top, you're getting used to doing this with your arm, turning your thumb to sky for an extraction. Guy on bottom is getting used to this motion. As he's going back, they pull, he's going down, making some kind of an attachment, I don't care what it is, and then under, and he can't base because his arm is compressed in between his body and my body. Make sense? Yeah, so trap the arm, get a lift, which brings his head down. Happy? 1, 2, 3. First, like, simple entry I'd look to do then is like dealing with his reaction. Now, anytime I'm either compromising my opponent's upper body just here, right? If I'm in a really dominant position, look, naturally he wants to bring his legs up, yeah? Or if I'm in a position where I've got some kind of an arm trap that I'm lifting, exactly, he's gonna look to base, which obviously lends me to be straight on the legs, right? So just the natural transition I'm gonna look from here, right, is being aggressive with more so on one hook than the other, right? So I'm going here, he's gone all the way out, keeping my right arm in, left arm sticks to an underhook, so I'm carrying this down, right, shuffling under, but then as soon as I get shuffle under, I'm extracting this arm here, so I'm going under like that. Instantly go to this leg here, my left hand then goes from under the lat, across the face, and into a single leg X here, right? If you're in IBGF stuff, obviously you can go straight in for there, obviously because that's all wank and you're an idiot if you do IBGF, right? But what I'd suggest, outside heel hook. Now, don't make the mistake everyone I see online is just do a fart. Do a fart first, that'll get you to do it, right? Don't do a major reap here, right? Because I just find that you're gonna lose the knee and shit like that's gonna happen, right? The better detail is as I'm in that position, I'm going nice and tight underneath first, bridge heavy and twist first. It's your arse going up in the air that makes it much better. Now I'm on to the finish there. A bit sweaty in my jumper. So here, squeezing down, lift, and get the finish. Super simple. Is that it? Nice and steady. I go down, he pulls. Parry. So I parry that down, under. Keep this shit nice and tight. So look, it's not gonna be best grip it will, but look, if you try and extract your arm, it's difficult for him to get out. While he's doing that, under, capture. This arm goes from a pull here to his face. He's obviously gonna be basing there, My right leg is lifting a little bit more aggressively than my left. It's not, look, if I lift with my left, see how it brings his opposite hip up? So I'm going here, push, out to one side, my right leg comes out in this position. And you've got loads of stuff, you just wrestle up. Come on, John, I want you to come and drill it. No, bro. Come on, Ethan, let's see. No pressure, mate.
Well, am I done showing him?
Yeah, fucking right.
I ain't got a fucking clue, lad.
What are you checking for? Good.
So then I lose that.
Yeah, right arm, yeah, pretty good. Left arm under hook. Lift, his leg comes up, yeah. Right leg goes through.
Yeah,
I am nothing but about empowerment, right? You can fuck it up, but just empower you, mate. You did great. Well done, good effort. So, key detail, hit your lift, parry the arm, but when you do a lift with your hooks, lift more with the right hook or the one you want to attack the legs, yeah? Because that's going to get him to do this. That's exactly what you want. What you don't want is like that, because when you try and get single leg X, he's able to stand up. So lift more on your right hand side. You're going to get one standing leg, one basing leg. Because what you ultimately want is this half of his body tied up, this side weak, so you can attack legs or wrestle. Make sense? 1, 2, 3. As I'm in this position, rather than my right arm, I'm going across with my left. Okay, so I've been up here like this, crushing the shoulder, do a lift. But then look, my right arm gets the fuck out the way, left arm parries over the top, yeah? Then I'm gonna brace that down in front of me. And there's an element, right, I don't wanna go straight underneath him here because I end up with his forearm still in front of me. So I'm gonna turn around the corner and then as I generate a bit of a lift here. So I pulled it across my body and I'm into this position here. Now, I don't see how I'm like still not fully engaged. So then I'm gonna go as tight as I can underneath. You can just do a sweep here, right? So as I'm in this position, I'm gonna start to go back, but then my right elbow retracts heavy, loading from his lats. It's this position, okay? Now, I'm not just lifting straight up because you see I'm taking all the weight on my chest. Make me sound even more deep-throated than I already do, yeah? So as I'm loading up, I'm instantly pulling like fuck and going all the way over like that, right, for the sweep. If you're super duper slick with it, which is probably like, I don't know, 2, 3 times out of 10 when you hit this, you can get the back. Whoa, 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 whoa. Very nice. And there's a bit of like leg lock entry in there as well, as I'm more dominant with my right hook. Into that position. Whoa, whoa, wee, whoa, whoa. Go down. I don't really care where you finish. Yeah, you do whatever feels naturally, but the key thing for me is that I'm in here, I'm like squeezing like fuck and go. Wrestle all the way out. Make sense? You're gonna struggle. All right, the key element for me, if you try and lift from here, a lot of you are gonna do this. You're gonna be flat on the floor, yeah? The fucking key point is slamming me your arse underneath him, yeah? Look, you see I'm basically taking his delt into my chest. Now I know he's forward loaded, then that should be easy and lightweight to make that sweep all the way over, yeah? So simple, if you're not fucking about with the arm crush, it's an outside arm drag, not an inside. Enter, grip, I'm trapping the arm in, and I'm lifting, yeah? In simple terms. So, here, left arm, so it's the arm from the inside to the out, drag. But what I don't do is try this move while his forearm is in front of me, right? My grip's gonna be shitty. See how he fucked me off with that? Yeah, as soon as I've got to that position, I'm going out the way. And that should feel like a bit of like, watch what that does to his shoulder. As I pressure my chest or belly into his elbow, watch his shoulder. So it constrains it, so as I've gone here, I'm over, I'm going like that position. Under and lift. Yeah? Happy shaggers? I like your tash. 1, 2, 3. Right, I'll put mine there. Right, so we're going to hit the same grip exchange. So here, he pulls, left arm over, twist through. But now, rather than lifting this way, right, my lift is going to be aggressive in that orientation, yeah? So it's going to be right leg heavy up inside the groin, but I'm going to twist over to my left. I'm going to go pull, kick, 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 into that position there. Now, instantly, first thing I'm thinking about is I'm straight onto a seatbelt there, right? I'm going to, rather than like rolling back, what I tend to do is I'm going to project my back up and over to get a neck compression so he goes. So I'd rather go in here, I go up, forwards, twist, and then see I bring this leg out and I'll go. Do a bit of a twist there to get into forward. That position again here. So many people like fall backwards, don't like project forwards. On my pec, on my A cups. Now I like fucking C cups, what do you reckon? Yeah. I want my pec to drive out. I'm trying to like draw a line up the back of his head to cause a compression. So, and watch what I do with my arm. I'm pulling his shoulder down, twist, 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 twist. That position, get my leg free, and then I'm penduluming. Is that a word? I'm utilising a pendulum motion like this to get him to fall. I'll throw my hooks. That position. If you're like me and you only think of leg locks, keep that there. Into a wrestle position there. Let him think about I'm doing top control. But you see how my right leg is entered. And I'm going to hook over the half guard. And then all I'm going to do is take this out from here, shoulder roll. So just orgasm quietly in the corner. Nice. Here, top control. Into the legs. Yeah, boy. 1, 2, 3. I feel like on Thursday. So, last week, what we did was like get into this position, and I'm like trying to like reach out, but then he retracts his shoulder. And we spoke about this paradigm of like he can only really rotate his shoulder to waist in order to generate a bend. You got fucking cocoa butter again, yeah? Wagwan. So as I'm in that position here, right, he can rotate his thumb to the sky, and his elbow slips out that way, or in less realistic circumstances, but it's still a reality that he turns his thumb towards his arse this way, exactly, and his shoulder goes down. Now, so the reason he do that is, and then he turns his thumb that way, he can then rip it out as he pulls away. So the whole section we're going to do tonight is after this section here where he turns his thumb. Yeah, now, what I'm going to look to do as he starts to turn that down, I'm going to rotate round into this position here. Now, first thing I'm going to look for before he gets to like a more of established position, and what I mean by established position, he's probably going to like dive his arm in here. Yeah, he's obviously conscious of the Kimura. So I'm going here, he turns, and I'm into that position. I've just pinched, and you see how I've instantly exchanged my arms. Here, I feel him starting to turn like that. Right foot goes up onto his hip bone, and I'm there. Now, I'm going to drive heavy, but as soon as I'm in this position, instantly I'm going to parry that between my legs. Okay, and from here I'm going for his back. Now, obviously in this position, he's not just going to lay chilling out like that. He starts to sit up. Yeah, so you see if I lose pressure on the shoulder, so start to turn the corner on me, young man, get my back taken. So as I'm in here, I'm leaning heavy. So you see how I'm going all the way out. He starts to try and chase me, and I get to the back, and I wrestle up there like that. So I'm going arm crush, squeezing, he starts to turn. I go to that position here. Then instantly, arm comes out, leg comes out, sorry. I go push, and then I go out. Now you see I want to do that lean, I'm going into his shoulder. He starts to try and build his base up. Look, see I'm heavy on that shoulder? If I'm trying to turn the corner, I've got no pressure, so it's chase me, I'm probably going to end up losing. You see that? So as soon as I do that shift outwards, from here, right, watch what I do. When I go out, I don't go out like that. I go out like that. Because now it gives me the time, he starts to build back up, so I can get this grip, then I know I'm golden to let go. Make sense? So shoulder pressure, keep hitting that corner until you can get that rear grip. Make sense? Happy enough? 1, 2, 3. Absolute boss move if you can get to this position. So, we're going to go for a move called Tarika Plot, or if you're an absolute nonce like John Danaher, what is it? Leg Kimura. So as I'm in here, Kurt rounds out his shoulders as I go in there, I'm going to make distance now. Exactly, see how this time he's already started to place his hand into here. So when I've got my secondary grip, it makes it much harder to clear his shoulder down like because he's got that active brain in there and I'm trying to shift through, I struggle, right? So, once he's got that, my mentality needs to change. It's going to be much harder to get to his back. So then what I'm going to look to do, right, is I'm going to pull this as high as I can. Consider the fact that he's going to be holding onto his belly. So I'm going to go onto my belly, 1, knee him in the face like I've just done there. And then I'm going to start to try and get 90 degrees. I'm going to get as perpendicular, here we go, as 90 degrees as I can. I'm going to swing my right leg up his back into this position, right? Now, next, my right hand goes through into this position, and you see how I curl around the corner there, and then I can make my triangle. Now from this position, it's just about getting out in front of my opponent. So I'm going to go twist, 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 knees down to here, right? Now I'm in that position, I'm going to go all the way up, and then I continue to turn until I get the finish there, right? Hardest thing you're probably going to do is learning how to continue rotating after you've hit the floor. That position's onto his belly. So I'm just going to go out. 1. See how I'm like bicep curling. Don't try to like do it here. I see a lot of people go there. Obviously you can lift, which is a problem, right? So I'd rather you continue to turn and get a nicer twist. See how I'm kind of like diagonal through his upper body? Yeah? My left hand is bracing onto my thigh here. I'm going to go twist. 1. To that position. Foot down to the back. Down, twist.
Can't do anything, fucking tell. You alright?
No, I've got arthritic toes and I've broken a belt with my fucking toe. Let's go again. Knees down and follow like that. Do a bit more excitement, yeah? Don't fucking do what I do, just slam your fucking big toe. Push, second arm, he braces his belly. Shooting 90 degrees around the corner, leg goes up the back, yeah? Keep your arm nice and tight. Don't try to triangle here, see I'm right hip dominant, I go under, hit my triangle. Now, as I go, I'm going to extend my legs, punch it up with this. To that position, and I can just continue to rotate and get the finish like that on top. Here's what you shoot. I've been doing this proper mischief there. Look at how messed up my big toes after 17 years of jiu-jitsu. Look at the mobility I've got in it.
Yeah, that's so good.
Why is it so girthy? That? Well, that's the thing. I've had an operation there and shaved all the bone off and that's come back. I'm breaking it. 1, 2, onto here. Switch in, they go hands to the belly, yeah, fine. So I have to turn, but then I go up and back into this position. Tempting to go there, right, the issue is your triangle doggers, it's head and leg. See that? I lose, right? So as I get that first leg up the back, hand goes in, as I feed that, twist, twist, twist. Then as I go there, I go twist, put my over, hand comes up, okay? Don't do what I did and put your big toe on the mat, especially if you've got a broken big toe. Drive your feet further down his head as well, like. As you get to here, okay, twist. So as I go, see how I stop there, see how the right foot stops me? Big problem, yeah? That's gonna, so I'm going all the way through. No, don't be so slow, don't be so slow. See how I keep trying my legs further, then I can re-establish my triangle and get the finish. So if you go like that, you're going to struggle, that's why I went. See how I went deeper with that right foot? Yeah? Take it deeper, alright? 1, 2, 3. So here, I'm trying to rotate down, he turns your shoulder out, I'm going to here, Turn shoulder forward. Yeah. In. Again, as I'm starting to open up, it goes hands to the to his belly, creating a strong frame. So this time, now it's all about making that frame there to allow me to move my left leg. So I'm going to go out and over to that position here. I'm still maintaining that like same grip as a Terra Plata. But then from here, what I'm going to look to do is then I'm going to jettison my right leg over his back to there. Then I start to attach my Kimura grip like this. Yeah. The benefit is he starts to like want to like lift up and shit like that. Smash his head down, try to lift his ass. On there. More importantly, I'm in a fucking deadlift. He can squeeze his hand onto his belly all he wants. To be fair, he does a lot of wanking, so he might be pretty stiff.
That's with this apple.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed, sir.
Okay. But then I'm here, hamstring extension, twist, and I get an absolutely boss Kimura there. Really, 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 if you get that position, invert Kimura, it's very difficult to beat. Is that my blower?
That's fine.
Danny Slade for someone.
Yeah.
That's not kicking off.
Is that your boyfriend?
Yeah, he did.
Right. So I'm going here, it turns, get to that position, and I'm going around the corner, boom, fine. Driving away, keep driving, leg over the head. Now here's a chill point, right? If I'm like loose and shitty with this, not good, but that can be like on his head, I'm going to go through and round the corner. You see how that brings his hand away from his body? Connect this in here. Now, big mistake everyone always makes with Kimuras is they're trying to Kimura from here. Glue to your chest, leg extension away, arch, well, get the job done. And I'm going clamp, push to the back. Happy? Simple enough? One more? That'd be nice. Your guys are really fucked now, aren't they? Have you been punching, you said?
They tie him up and take him this partner and then push it inside there.
Just imagine wearing that. Hi, how are you doing? What these are cauliflower rings. You get them through wrestling activities. It's a separation of the cartilage from the skin. And is that what you'd say to a girl?
I don't, no, I go, and leave.
Get your tits out. Put your arm in, bro. So here, I'm tight and fighting. I'm not quite getting into something. Go out onto his head. Back. Push. Chest. Extension. And push at the back. Fucking top triangle move that. Hands up if you know what that is. Come on, Jackson, you're 16. What's that off? No, that's alright. How old are you? 17? What is this off? What were you? How old are you?
Yes. 23, yeah.
23. Ali G, well done, nice one. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 3. Booyah, cash out on 3. 1, 2, 3. Booyah, cash out!